Hi Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 1st to the 15th, 2021 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out my channel, and it makes me unbelievably happy, so thank you so very much. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Cancer. June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Cancer. June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Cancer. June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Cancer. June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Cancer. June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Cancer. June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Cancer. Cancer. June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Fantastic. So think of this spread as like a tree. You have your bark here, your roots, your trunk. You have the left-hand side being your inner self, the middle, your heart, the right-hand side, your emotional self. These are all the branches of this tree. Okay, so at our root, we have the Queen of Wands and we have the King of Cups. Now, we're represented by the King of Cups in the Minor Arcana. We're represented by the Cups in the Minor Arcana. We're represented by the Chariot in the Major Arcana. The Queen of Cups, if you're born on the cusp with Leo, that part of your personality is going to be shining through very intensely. Also, if you have fire sign energy within your natal chart, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that part of your personality is going to come out very powerfully. In the heart, we have the King of Cups. I knew we were going to have two King of Cups during this time. We're ruling our inner self, but we're really looking at our dream, and we're looking at the power of ourselves through our dreams, through our desires, through our hopes and our wishes. And then the emotional self, we have the Four of Swords, and we have the Two of Wands? The Two of Wands, yes. And I do apologize for my nephew crying in the background, if you can hear him. He likes to exercise his lungs. So let's see the public arena. We have, again, the King of Cups. I thought at least two King of Cups are coming up. Now we have three. We have the Seven of Wands and the King of Cups. We're owning this time. That is something that we have to know. Our heart, a little bit unsure. And it's really funny because we are this emotional being. We are the King of Cups. And so we would think that we would be ruling our heart, our soul, ourselves. But during this time, and not so much our soul, but our emotional well-being and our emotional desires, what we're going to be doing is we're really going to be having power in the other arenas in our lives. And in our emotional self, we're starting to see the avenues open. We're starting to see ourselves come out of the cage, come out of the darkness and the doubt, and pay homage to everything that we have been through, every hurt, every disappointment that we have had to overcome and that we have had to see our way through. Let's look at our chakra energy. Cancer, June 1st to the 15th, 2021 Cancer. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Fantastic. We have Mother Earth, connecting with nature, connecting with the root of our emotions. This is the Earth Star Chakra, located 6 inches below our feet. We're looking at what roots us, we're looking at what grounds us, and we're seeing how we're transformed within the power of nature, but also within the power of our nature and what we desire. The Queen of Wands comes forward, and that's magic. The Queen of Wands has the ability to transform. At our root, we're going to have the ability to transform things because we are so powerfully connected. There's like this triad of brilliance and beauty and comprehension and insight and power that we have during this time. And the magic within us, the way that we can look at our ideas and what we desire and roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty and go after what our heart longs for, is going to be really intense during this time. It's going to be something that changes what we're seeing, changes what we desire, changes the way that we push ourselves forward, and it brings us to us. Now, the going theme of this time for us is that I can only rule me. And even with our passion, with our dedication, with the fire coming forward, we also, during this time, are going to work very well with fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's going to be a sense of really embracing their spark, really embracing their fire, and being that cooling, leveling head as we transform things, as things are brought forward in a new light. Now, with the King of Cups, again, we only rule ourselves. And this is a time where we see that within our inner self, we see that within the public arena, and we rule ourselves in different ways. Here, it's going to be very traditionally, because this is the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and it is the traditional deck. What we're going to be seeing here is that we need to look within. Instead of looking externally, we need to look internally. A lot of the answers we're going to find within ourselves. A lot of the answers are going to come to us as we see that fish that once talked to us as a page, because that fish was in the cup, starting to swim by us, starting to swim with us, starting to be a part of the sea, as we are going to be a part of the sea, a part of the emotional current and understanding of our life and what we desire and where we want to be. There's more here than meets the eye, and that's what we're going after. And we're also looking at who we are and what we want. We're turned towards the public arena with the passion that we are creating things with the insight that we are having, and we're going to see things open up to us in a way that we hadn't anticipated. This again leads us to us. During this time in our inner self, we're going to want to follow our dreams, but yet at times we're going to feel a little bit like we've turned our back on what we've truly dreamt, on what we want, on what we desire, and on what we long for. This is a time when we're looking at our heart and our soul, and we're seeing that we hold such power within our hands, and there is so much of the universe within just a small fragment of our being. And this is a time where we start to look at our dreams, our hopes, and our desires, and say, I haven't turned from them. I've transformed what they used to be, and I've transformed from what I used to be. And so I start to look at my dreams and my desires in a new way, with a new light, with a new understanding. And what was once hidden has become revealed. And what was once reviled has gained an understanding. So there was a part of ourselves that we thought, oh, that's silly, oh, I don't like this about me. Now we're going to see the value of that. The value of that creating our dreams, the value of that moving us forward, the value of that opening up the door. And it moves us to looking at the hurt and the pain and the disappointment that has plagued our hearts for too long. It's an ending, but it's a quiet ending. So when we have the Four of Swords, the Four of Swords is telling us to remember the battles that we've gone through within life, the way that we have transformed, the fact that we are not the same person that we were when we started this journey. And again, that's sad. there is a sense of a quiet ending. And it can be a quiet ending to the idealism that we had, to the way that we had hoped things would work out, and the way that they actually have. And it's a sense of opening up our eyes and opening up ourselves to who we long to be, who we want to be, and what it is that we desire. Knowing that the hurt and the pain along the way has been there for a reason. The battles that we have faced and the times where we thought, I'll never make it through this, and yet we have. They've been there for a reason. They've shaped us towards something more. And so as we honor the hard road that we've walked, we start to see avenues open up. We start to see us coming out of our cages, or realizing that we put ourselves in a cage where the birds are to be, they're free, but we trapped ourselves. How did we trap ourselves? Why did we trap ourselves? How are we moving forward towards what we want? Because the power of our own self is guiding us forward during this time, more so than in any other time. This is a time where if you can, write out what you want. Write a letter to yourself, of your dreams and your aspirations for that time. Seal it, mail it to you. See what it is when it comes in the mail. See what it is when it comes to you. And write in a meditative state so that you're not really as aware of what you're writing as what you're putting down on the paper, because you're going to see what is caging you in. Make that your focus. What is caging me in? What is holding me back? Because then your present self can see what your past self thought was a cage, or at that moment what you thought was a cage. And you can start to see why it's there, what you need to break free of, what you need to see as agitations and irritations that hold you back but aren't necessarily bad things. And so the doors start to open. We start to see the world in a new way. And we start to find that we can come out of this cage and we can fly as freely as the birds. And it leads us to the public arena, choosing our battles wisely, not fighting every battle because it's going to be too easy. It's going to be too easy to be mad at everything and everyone, and to fall into the trap of this world where if I just shout louder than everybody, then I will win. I will succeed. I will get to where I want to be. That's not the truth. It's not. Save your energy. Save your time for when it's needed. And step back. Say, okay, now I fight for this, but this isn't worth my time. This isn't worth my effort. This isn't worth me draining myself. Because in the public arena, we rise as a king. We rise to power, and there's an exuberance to it. If we're wasting all our energy fighting, we're not going to see the inspiration that comes. We're not going to see the passion that guides us. We're not going to see the beauty that surrounds us. And so this is a time where we really start to look at what holds us back, but also what has shaped us for so long. And we look at the anger that is within us, because anger is within everybody. And we say, no, I don't fight every battle because it's not worth it. It's like that couple that's always bickering, always bickering, always bickering. And it's like, okay, that's great. Are you getting anywhere? Is this resolving anything? But they're constantly bickering. We all know those people in our lives. And it's saying, here, there's more. Here, there's beauty within silence. Here, there's more than just the constant battle. It doesn't even have to be a romantic couple. It can be just two people that always fight. And they could say, oh, we're best friends. And you're looking at them and you're like, but you're always fighting. That's where they get their energy from. It's low energy. It's low vibrational energy. It's time to raise the vibrational energy pull. Because we have such power here. We're so connected. Let yourself shine. Let it move you forward. Honor where you have been. Honor the cages you've been trapped in. Honor the hurts and the pains that you've been through. But see them for what they are. Growing experiences. Life experiences that we evolve off of. What is the passion at the root of Cancer? What is the passion at the root of Cancer? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide me and show me clearly. So we have the Six of Swords and the Four of Cups. It's a blessing coming in that doesn't feel like a blessing. And it's moving forward towards something that felt unknown. So the passion that comes in, it's like, this isn't what I expected, but this is what I have to deal with in order to get to where I want to be. And I want to see What is the essence of Cancer at your root? What is the essence of Cancer at your root? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. The Six of Wands, celebration, and the Eight of Pentacles of hard work, celebrating the hard work that you've been through, but learning how to celebrate yourself and celebrate the work and the time and the effort. So let's see what the essence of you is in each category that you show up in. What is the essence of Cancer in their inner self? What is the essence of Cancer in their inner self? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. It is the devil. It is seeing where you're changed. Yeah, because you've turned the back on the dreams. You've turned your back on the dreams. There is a sense of finding that way back, finding that I hold the ocean in my hands. I hold this power within me. But the devil is saying here, I need to break through that. Now, whether you believe in the devil or not is irrelevant. What it shows is this mythical understanding of chaos and darkness. And so here, there is this sense of what is binding me, what is holding me back, what is defying me, denying me, and where have I fallen into the traps where I let these bounds be around me. I let myself be bound to doubt and fear or to what other people think instead of what I think and strive for myself. So that's what comes through here within the inner self. It's like, where are the chains? Where's the doubt and the fear and the chaos and the hurt and the pain? Where's the I can'ts instead of the I cans? Because those are what are seeping into the dreams, and that's what's taking over. And there needs to be a way. So how does Cancer purge the doubt from their inner selves? How does Cancer purge the doubt from their inner selves? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. The Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. It's again seeing the gift that doesn't feel like a gift. And the Ten of Pentacles is prosperity and success and bounty that lasts for generations. It's being inspired in ways that resonate with the inner power of your soul, that let you feel the wealth not just from now, but from your ancestral line, from what you have wished for and hoped for, the sense of weight and credence, the sense of wisdom and power comes with it. And that's where the devil starts to fall apart. That's where the chains start to fall apart. What is the essence of Cancer shining through in the public arena? What is the essence of Cancer shining through in the public arena? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. The Nine of Cups and the Womb, which is the extra card. So it's that incubation of self in the fact that there are blessings all around us that we're not seeing. And that's the essence of ourselves in the public arena. There's something more that we are being prepared for, that we are growing towards. We don't see it. Other people do. We can feel very attacked. That's it. That's why we're constantly defending ourselves. We feel very attacked because there is a beauty, there is a prosperity, and the hidden thing is the Eight of Swords. It's the fact that in our own minds, we're not seeing the potential that is around us. And so we think, I have to fight. That's going to be our first instinct. It's like, I have to fight. I have to protect me. I have to secure me. That's what I have to do. And what's going to happen here, it's like, no, you don't have to fight. You just have to take off the blindfold. Because there have been lies that have been told about you that have kept you small, that have kept you held back, that have kept you quiet. And it's not time for those lies anymore. How will Cancer break the cage? How will Cancer break the cage that they are emotionally in? How will Cancer break the cage that they are emotionally in? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. It's through the Lovers. It's through love. It's through connection. It's through the opening of the heart. And it doesn't have to be to anybody else. It's just falling in love with yourself. And I say just, there's nothing just about that. You know, so often when we look into the mirror, when we look at who we are, we think, I don't like it. We can see the beauty in other people, but we'll be the first ones to rip ourselves down. And enough is enough here. It's time to embrace what we love. It's time to embrace love without fear, without doubt, without looking at it constantly as a battlefield. And say, I get to have my heart shine forward. I get to have my heart be heard and be seen. And especially by me. Not just by everybody else. So what is the energy that Cancer needs to be mindful of? What is the energy that Cancer needs to be mindful of June 1st to the 15th, 2021? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. The Hermit. What we have to be mindful of is turning too deeply inward, finding the world to be enough and overwhelming, and saying, that's it, I'm turning inward and I'm done. Turning inward is a very good thing. I, as an introvert, am very prone to this and very much like it. But what we have to be mindful of during this time is letting our own inward world overpower where we stand in the external world, where what we're striving for, what we want, and become too much in our own heads, that becomes the cage that we stand in. If we become too much in our own heads, it cages us in, it moves us to doubt and fear and darkness and despair. And so we also have to be very mindful of energy that just has us turning inward, but it has us turning too far towards one thing, too far towards a hurt, a pain, a disappointment, an anger, an upset, a despair, and saying you can find all the light in the world. You just have to heal yourself. And not giving you any way how to. So much of our happiness does come from healing ourselves, being able to embrace our hearts, being able to embrace what we love. But this is also just being mindful that somebody else's revelations aren't going to be ours. It moves us to our subconscious chakra message, which is spiritual awakening. This is the crown chakra. This is a sense of us being crowned with an awakening of soul, spirit, desire, and self. Seeing more than what we have. And that can be very overwhelming because we're starting to see ourselves so clearly and we're being so powerful during this time. The subconscious energy we are to be mindful of is ourselves. And that's it. I mean, we've gotten the King of Cups in almost every single deck but one. And it's saying here that we can be our own worst enemy. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own head. Don't think it and overanalyze it to death. See it, accept it, and keep on moving forward. The subconscious public arena energy is the Death card. Scorpio energy, time frame October 23rd to November 21st. It's the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. It is a sense that who we once were is not who we are now. And we might be fighting that change, and we might be rebelling against that change, but it doesn't mean that that change is not real and isn't true. Subconsciously, we have to accept it so that consciously we can move forward in our power and not always feel like we have to be battling, because there's a different arena that we're walking into. Our subconscious inner self is the Ten of Wands. We're not able to see our dreams because we're too busy picking up the burdens for everybody else and all the burdens that we have, and instead of saying, okay, maybe later, or okay, I'll see this through. We say, okay, I can just keep on handling and keep on handling, keep on pushing. And in the end, we'll get nowhere. But we'll be weighed down so much that we will just be exhausted. And so during this time, it's saying, look at our dreams. What we're doing is we're busying ourselves. We're taking up busy work so that we don't have to look at our dreams. Look at your dreams. Look at what it is that your soul wants. Look at what it is that you gave up on because I'm too old, I'm too this, I'm too that, I have too many responsibilities, there's no time for it anymore. And see how life can become more than just looking at the dirt on our shoes. Being able to see the sky and the laughter and the brilliance, and making time for what is sacredly important to us. It leads us to the subconscious message of the heart. And that is the Page of Pentacles. Being a student of our prosperity, of our bounty, of our prosperity and our bounty, looking like a blessing, looking like a saint's picture. The prosperity gets to bless us. It gets to move us. It gets to be a part of us and enlighten us. And we get to rise within it. And it gets to call us home. And we become a student of that knowledge and of that wisdom and of the seeds that are being planted and of the way that we want to move forward. And it moves us to our subconscious rooted message. And that's the Knight of Wands. Passion and fire and determination. Subconsciously, we want to burn bright and we don't care, how hot it is and how rash we are. Knights also defend queens. We're not going to think things through if we think that we are defending what it is and the magic, what it is that we want and the magic that we're creating in our world. The cautionary tale here is to think things through, to see the bigger picture, because it tells us so much. It guides us so well. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace ourselves, as we see the truth of us, as we are the actor upon the stage, as we claim our power and people see us claiming our power. And let us not shine away from the radiance that is here and the power that is to be taken. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer.